you are looking at a laser device and you're not really sure about it, you're in the aesthetic industry, you really need to ask yourself, who are you and what do you do? What's your strengths? What's your skill set? Are you a plastic surgeon, dermatologist, cosmetic physician, nurse, dermal clinician, skin GP? Because obviously, if you're one of these people, you're going to have something different to offer. And so you need to understand what your value proposition is and how you're going to add to that to grow your business. Because at the end of the day, yes, we're one of these trained professionals, but we also are running small businesses. So similarly, you need to understand, who are your clientele? What are you actually trying to achieve? Are you in a particularly wealthy suburb with lots of older individuals who've got family wealth who are cashed up and really will do whatever you say? Or are you in a regional town where not everyone is going to have heaps of cash? They're going to really seriously think about where they spend their money. Are you in a very young demographic where they're really flashy with their cash because they're young and that's what they want to do? Female versus male. Are you in an area of skin of colour? Do you have a particular clientele? I've got a lot of Asian colleagues, Asian dermatologists who really market themselves to the Asian population, and that's what they do, right? And I think it's very important to understand where you sit and who you are. It sounds really basic, but if you haven't actually taken the time to sit back and do that, I think you can't really build a successful business. So, who are you, and then why do you need a laser? Do you actually need a laser? And this is where I've thought about this quite a lot. And as I said, I purchased the XLV Plus before I even opened my clinic because I knew that as a dermatologist, even though the bread and butter of what I did was treating people with medicine, tablets and creams, and cutting out skin cancers and things, I knew that to treat a lot of medical conditions, as we've discussed ad nauseum tonight, effectively, you actually need to treat vasculature or treat with XLV Plus or vascular laser. So I knew that scars, telangiectasia, skin brightness is all very important to me. But I also knew that to treat medical conditions properly, such as the melasmas, such as the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, laser devices are going to be far more effective than medical treatment. But you also need to ask yourself, well, yes, you can treat the medical conditions and you can treat with surgery, but what about all those patients who are actually interested in anti-aging? Well, laser devices do a lot of this, and that's what we're clearly learning, and what the future is that we will see more and more devices doing more and more things for us, far surpassing what medical treatment can do. So we've talked melasma as a great example of this, where it's always been about topical therapies, the hydroquinones, etc. But we're actually seeing that picosecond laser is incredibly effective for this and can do a number of things. So it's all well and good to be in a nurse injector and to replace volume and to address fine lines and wrinkles. But if you're not addressing skin colour, tone and texture, then you're really not offering the patient the full service. So I think understanding what you do, where your strengths are, understanding what your patient is and what they want, and what service you want to provide is critical. And a holistic service is doing... My goal was to have a one-stop shop. So I didn't want people to come to me for their hair and go, oh, well, I'm going to go see so-and-so for their skin check and go see so-and-so for my toxin. I really wanted to have it all in the one place.